Let us transform this top to a MilkMaid top. This is the pattern paper. The length is 22 inches and the shoulder is 7.5. Next, mark the chest line, which is the bust divided by 6 plus 2.5. Rule a line across. Connect your armhole from your shoulder line to your chest line. Next, I'll mark the under bust measurement. Here is 14 inches and the half length is 17 inches. Length of the top is 22 inches. Rule a line across the markings. The under bust measurement must be taken accurately. It's very important for this top. Now I'm taking the bust measurement, that's the bust divided by 4, the waist divided by 4, and the round hip of the top divided by 4. Connect the points. Next, we'll mark the nipple to nipple line 1.5 inches from the chest line and rule a line. Then you mark your bust pan. I'm using 4 inches for the bust pan here. Connect the lines. Next, I'll label the areas, the under bust, the half length, the top length. Then I'll also label the nipple to nipple line and the chest line. Open the dart legs by ½ inch on both sides on the half length line and connect the lines as shown. Next, we'll proceed to get the shape of the MilkMaid area from the under bust to the chest line. Come in from the side seam by 2 inches and connect to the dart leg on the side. Next, from the shoulder line, come down by 6 inches for the over bust. Place your strap to strap measurement there. The hair is 5 inches and connect to the armhole. Come down 2 inches from the nipple to nipple line. Connect to the bust points. Slash the dart leg so as to close the bust dart. Cut from the under bust to the side. That's the MilkMaid part. Cut off the dart and the sides. Next, we'll cut the sleeves. The arrow pattern on the image is 6 inches removed for the off-shoulder part of the pattern plus 3 inches for the elastic allowance. The sleeve length is 28 inches. So I'm placing the 6 inches here plus 3 inches allowance. The length is 28 inches. Get the sleeve's armhole by using the armhole on the pattern. From the top of the sleeve, come down by 13 inches. Here, an elastic channel will be created. From that point, come down by 8 inches again. Here, another elastic casing will be created. Then I go ahead to cut the sleeves. Place the fabric on fold and place the front bodice pattern 2 inches seam allowance on the side and 0.5 inches all around the pattern. Then cut out. Place the front piece on another folded fabric, 1 inch zipper allowance on the center back. Connect the upper part of the back straight. Lift the front piece so you can get the waistline of the back straight. I'm going ahead to cut out the back bodice from the hem to the side. Notch the zipper point of 1 inch at the hem, slash the center back, and I went ahead to cut the upper part of the back straight. Notch the 1 inch point for the zipper line as well. Place a fabric on fold to cut the MilkMaid area. At the center front, mark 7 inches allowance for the gathers. Go up by 1 inch at the top of the pattern. That creates the channel for the rope casing. Measure the length of the center front and place it on the center front of the fabric to get a straight line. Roll a line across, and we are going to separate the center front later while we sew. The side of the pattern and the bottom of the pattern has 0.5 inches seam allowances. Now we'll go ahead to cut. Here I'm cutting another piece to serve as a lining for the front. The fabric was insufficient, so I'll be cutting a facing for the back to help the upper part knit. So the facing is about 3 inches in length. I'm notching the zipper line of the facing, and here is what the facing looks like. I'll start off by sewing the sleeves elastic channels. Here's the first one. Then repeat the same process for the other channels. The front of the sleeve channel looks like this. Fold the other parts and sew the channels. Here's the facing for the back. Sew it down with hemming gum so when you iron it lays very flat. Turn it to the good side. Do not sew the armhole of the back. I am showing you that the armhole is open. This is the other part of the back. I have created the elastic channels for the other sleeve part. Weave the upper part and fold it down by 0.75 inches. For the front piece, face the down part with the lining by 1/2 inch with hemming gum. Turn it to the right side and you iron it to lay flat. So this is the curve of the under bust where the MilkMaid part will sit. I have gone ahead to separate the center. I wove the areas. Now I will sew down the center of the MilkMaid area. Place good side on good side and sew. Stop 2 inches before you get to the top. 2 inches. Now you fold it and top stitch as shown. Fold and top stitch the other part down to the 2 inches point. Fold down the top to create the channel for the rope. Do it for one side and repeat the same process on the other side, creating the channel for the rope. The rope is 2 inches width. Fold, fold again and fold again. Then you top stitch. This is the rope for the drawstring area of the MilkMaid top. With the help of a safety pin, I will pass the rope through the channel. When you keep passing in the rope, before you get to the end, ensure not to pull it out completely. Top stitch the end point to secure the rope, and you repeat the same process on the other casing channel. I am top stitching the under bust of the front pattern now to secure it in place. Then fold it to get the midpoint. With a chalk, mark that midpoint. There you place the MilkMaid area, center front to center front. Sew down a little and stop. Then you go towards the side. The side does not need any gathers, so you place the side on the curve and you sew it down straight as shown. When you get to the curve at the under bust area, stop, and now you can continue creating the gathers. Do this for this side and also do the same process on the other side. On the channels created for elastic on the sleeves, I will get the elastic. This is 24 inches. Place on fold and divide it to be 12. Use your safety pin to pass the elastic through the channels. Here is the top part of the sleeve. I will start from the third channel close to the hem of the sleeve. Pull when you get to the end. Top stitch the elastic to secure it before you continue pulling the elastic. Repeat this process on all 3 channels. Take out the pin, adjust the elastic and top stitch that end also so everything stays nice. And this is how the sleeve should look on the right side of the sleeve. Passing elastic on the other channels. Now on the center back, mark 1 inch for the zipper, mark 5.5 inches for the strap to strap. This is how I'll connect the sleeve. I've gone ahead to use hemming gum to iron down the hem and secure the facing on the upper part. Connect the zipper line 1 inch and sew down with a loose stitch. Here the armhole of the sleeve is woven. The side seam of the sleeve sewn down by 0.75 inches. Elastic has been passed through the casing at the top part of the sleeve. Elastic also is on the other channels on the sleeves, and I've gone ahead to fold down the hem by 0.5 inches. I have gathered around the MilkMaid area on the under bust, flat ironed the hem of the top. I wove the wrong side. I have also passed in the rope to create the drawstring effect on the over bust area. Now let's use a loose stitch to sew down the center back of the top. When we are done, open it up, place the front piece on the back and take the side shape of 2 inches. We added 2 inches seam allowance initially. When sewing from the armhole, leave about 1 inch gap before you start sewing. Repeat the same process on the other side of the top, 2 inches seam allowance. Don't start sewing from the top of the armhole. I'll be showing you now the 1 inch space left when sewing from the armhole. Here, turn the sleeves inside out. Place the side seam of the sleeve to match up with the side seam of the top. Here the armhole will be attached to each other, the armhole of the sleeve and the armhole of the bodice. I'll start sewing from the front of the armhole to the side. Here is how the front armhole looks after attaching the sleeve. Then do the same for the back. the armhole area connected by 0.5 inches. Then you lay the sleeve and the side of the top flat because we'll connect the loose area. So start from there and sew down to secure any open space. Then we'll go ahead to trim off the excess on the side to make the side allowances even. So here it is. Attach the sleeve on the other armhole, that's the space there. Sew from the top of the armhole to the side seam and repeat the same process on the other side. So here is the finished look. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.